Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are hearing me from. Happy New Year to you all. This is 2024, and we must have to continue. Yes, there's this claim by Inter Society that Nigerian military claim of the killing of 464 criminals in Southeast in 2023. It confirms suspected disappearance of innocent residents, Inter Society. All right, this is a tip of iceberg. What they did in Southeast is what we cannot say here because there is 20,000 people disappearing in 2023. Nigerian Army, if you check in every corner of Southeast, you see them. What is their work? And yet there is high level of kidnapping. They are the ones kidnapping. They are the ones doing organ harvesting, selling, demanding for ransom, all in their uniform. That's what they do. When they kill indigenous people, they term them criminals, they term them IPOB, they do a lot of things. Who told you to come to Southeast to start killing innocent people? Your presence is highly needed in the north, where there is terrorism, where there is, oh my God, Boko Haram attacks here and there. Remember, before December, there was an attack in a particular community in Kaduna and Jos that over 154 people were killed. You wouldn't see the presence of Nigerian army there. No. Because they are doing jihadic war. They are killing the Christians. They are killing indigenous people. Making way for Fulani to take over Nigeria. That's what they are doing. Now, Inter Society just listed this one out. And I think they are giving them conclusion of what they did. When they were doing all these things, where were you? How many did you report? And what was your effort to stop or to shout out with indigenous people to make sure that they stop this dastardly act they are committing in Southeast? I'll just have to read what I am seeing here. They said the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, Inter Society, has faulted the Nigerian military's claim on the arrest of criminals nationwide in 2023, saying the figures by the military were questionable and inconsistent. The human rights organization added that, for example, the military claim of killing 464 Southeasterners in 2023 only confirmed the suspicion over indiscriminate killings and abduction, permanent disappearance of several hundreds of unarmed Southeasterners by the military. Describing the military release as disappointing, Inter Society, in the statement issued on Tuesday, said some figures released by the military were fraught with inconsistency, contradictions, and unanswered questions. On December 29th, 2023, the Defense Headquarters, Abuja, had announced that the military, during various operations across the nation in 2023, killed a total of 6,886, including 464 in Southeast, terrorists, and other suspected criminals. The director, Defense Media Operation, Major General Buba Edward, who had disclosed this in Abuja while briefing journalists on the activities of the troops across the country in 2023, also said that a total of 6,970 suspects were arrested and 4,488 kidnapped citizens were rescued across the country. However, Inter Society, in the statement signed by its principal officer, Ebuka Umabalasi Chidima Ude Udebunam and Osita Dema Ago said the statement were full of contradiction, adding that it was unprofessional and vexatious. Inter-Society observed that in its killings, 6,880 terrorists, including 464 in Southeast, and arresting 6,970 other terrorists, the Nigerian military deliberately generalized by labeling the slain as terrorists from across the country's 6 geopolitical zones, including Southeast, where it claimed to have neutralized or killed outside the law 464 terrorists. The military statement had brazenly failed to categorize the number of slain citizens, arrested others involved in terrorism as statutorily defined, and those involved in street criminalities, including statutorily liability offenses, if any, misdemeanors and felonies, also as statutorily defined. The military statement also failed to give a breakdown of a number and whereabouts of those arrested, including whether they are still alive or have been tortured, including shot and wounded or starved to death. The statement did not disclose further under what circumstance the neutralized got killed, when and where they were killed, whereabouts of the slain bodies, and whether their families or lawyers, if any, were duly informed and statutorily laid out. No mention was also made regarding the number of the 6,970 arrested terrorists undergoing court trials or facing prosecution by which department. Right, there are a lot of write-ups which I cannot continue to read. These are cock and bull stories of Nigerian armies, Nigerian terrorists in uniform, because you have to call them terrorists in uniform. Yes, because most times they repaint Boko Haram people, 600 people, 700, 1,400 terrorists from the north, and they give them uniform, and then they send them down to Owerri, send them down to Aba, Olo, or Kigwe, and they are killing our people. And when they kill our people, they name them terrorists. That's exactly what we are fighting. And we said, divide Nigeria now to save lives. Because Nigeria is not a nation. When you capture anyone, you have to take the person through court. The person must have to face trial. And then, if found guilty, you now determine how the person will be dealt with. You can't just be shooting people aside like animals. When you see young people, young men, maybe you suspect they are criminal, you just shoot at sight. That is killing, indiscriminate killing, and it has to be condemned. And that is why our Biafra Liberation Army kill military men. But they don't want to mention that our BLA are killing them. They say they are unknown gunmen. They are not unknown. They are not unknown gunmen. Clear from our region. Leave this region for peace to reign. Else, you will continue to receive woto, because what we are doing is uncalled for, is unlawful, and is not welcomed in our region. That's how I want to end it this moment. And I want you to just, help us to share and like and subscribe. Thank you.